Neeraj, good to have you with us here. Out of these three, the clear disappointment is Asian Paints. Numbers are almost 8% miss on EBITDA. Do you think it'll see earnings downgrades? FY24 numbers will be brought lower.
Yeah, good afternoon. I think so because there are a couple of reasons. One, of course, the results are not good, and second is that there's a lot of competition intensity which going to come in this sector in the next a year or so, year or 2 years. So that also will weigh on people's mind. So there can be some earnings downgrade there because the stock is not cheap. So it's available. It's still trading at a very high valuation. So I think there is a possibility of some downgrade.
All right. Hi, Neeraj. Good afternoon. Neeraj, I want to ask you about the Vedanta group companies. Anything is possible out there. We have Hindustan Zinc that comes out with a set of numbers today. Both these two stocks, well, they have moved to the high point of the day. That is Vedanta and Hindustan Zinc. And you can't rule out anything with regard to these companies. Now, I want to know what's your view out there. I'm not sure whether the street is sensing there could be a big dividend, that's going to be coming about. That's point number one. The second factor is, they have been toying with the idea of shifting all the zinc assets to Hindustan Zinc. So will that happen? If that happens, then Vedanta gets some money. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not that happens. And we have asked the management numerous times on the channel as well. Is that going to happen? They've said they've toyed with the idea. For the time being, just take a look at that. Both those two spiking up. So there's just two thoughts that come to my mind. We'll know in the next couple of hours. But Neeraj, what's your sense? The Hindustan Zinc numbers are expected to be subdued. But the way the stocks are moving, it appears the street is sensing something. Your view on them?
Yeah, actually, purely on Vedanta, because I've been following valuation-wise Vedanta. If you compare it to other, non-ferrous plays, Vedanta is available at a decent valuation. It's even after the move that we've seen post that failed, buyback and the failed delisting. Even after the move, it's almost 3 times from that level. But still, it's available at a very good valuation. And even at this price, I think one can make a case for a valuation-led upside potential in Vedanta. So that's why I still think that Vedanta should be one stock which can be part of the portfolios. And of course, Hindustan Zinc numbers will determine if the dividend can be higher. Or other point that you're mentioning about zinc, assets moving to Hindustan Zinc, that's too premature for us to say right now. We need to wait if some news comes from that part. But purely on valuation, I think Vedanta is definitely an investment stock.
Okay, this is not playing out like a typical expiry, right? The last 1 hour has been very, very flat. We've just been static at that 18,100 mark. We're down 61 points, so we've snapped a 2-day winning streak. The Sensex is down 200 points, but as you can see, in the last 30 minutes, there hasn't been too much turbulence in the markets. Get into a short break. We'll come back with more market talk.